Our discussion in our today's session is all about distance by taping under elementary survey. Now, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng distance by taping? At gaano ba kahalaga ang distance by taping sa isang lininyero? Una sa lahat, the use of graduated tape is probably the most common method of measuring or laying out horizontal distances. Taping consists of stretching a calibrated tape between 2 points and reading the distance indicated on the tape. It is actually a form of direct measurement which is widely used in the construction building, dams, bridges, canals, and many other engineering as well as non-engineering activities. As shown in this figure, there were two guys who sit in a horizontal ground and they are actually measuring the distance between 2 points. As we can see, we have the backman and the frontman. Ang backman ang may awak ng pinakadulo ng ating steel tape, wherein ang frontman naman ay ang tagasukat ng distansya between these two pegs. So, ang isa, ang umaatak, yung backman, yung may awak na pinakadulo ng steel tape. At ang magsusulat naman ng reading at ang magsusukat ay ang frontman para may record kung ano yung reading niyang nakuha sa pagsusukat ng distansya sa pagitan ng dalawang peg. So kailangan sa pagsusukat ay maalam tayo sa measurement reading kung paano ba ang pagbabasa ng reading ng steel tape. In this given situation, assuming meron tayong dalawang point na gustong masukat at mayroong obstruction, gusto natin ma-determine ang distance AB, pwede tayong mag-plant ng point C in a point na walang obstruction. So anong gagawin lang natin? We can actually measure distance AC and distance BC and measure an angle of 90 degrees. That can be done by swing offset. Or kung di man swing offset, make sure na yung point C is naka-perpendicular yung line AC sa line BC. So we can have a 90-degree measurement so that we can only use Pythagorean theorem na lang sa pag-aanap ng sukat ng AB. Dahil nga perpendicular ang line AC at line BC, kapag yan ay nakuhanan natin lang sukat, ang line segment AC at ang line segment BC, since right triangle yan, pwede nating ma-determine ang measurement between point A and point B. We can easily determine the line segment AB measurement. Now, another situation, assuming we have point A and point B, and we need to determine their measurement, kaya lang mayroong naka-flat na obstruction, ibig sabihin yan, hindi natin kayang sukatin yan ng gamit lamang ang ordinary steel tape lang. So, sa situation na yan, kailangan nating dumiskarte. Given the 2 points A and B, kailangan nating mag-plot ng isa pang point which is actually point D. After plotting point D, make sure na yung point D at ang point A ay nalagyan na natin ng tansi o ng tali. Pagduduktungin natin sa pagmamagitan ng paggamit ng tali ang point D at ang point A, and then tataliin din natin yung mga marking pins gamit ang point D at ang point B. And then what we have to do next is kumuha lang tayo ng steel tape and then susukatin natin ng line BD. Tatansiyin natin sa ating mga daliri and then at the same time, i-rotate natin yung tansi. Kung saan mag-stop yung rotation natin, kung saan mag-intersect yung buol ng tansi dito sa line AD sa taling ito, sa nylon cord na yan, mamarkaan natin ng marking pin uli. Ibig sabihin dito yung intersection nung line na ating rotate sa point B. After plotting a point or marking pin to point B, all we have to do then is to measure the distance between A and B, small letters, small letter A and point small letter B. So pag nahanap na yung measurement ng dalawang point na yan, kuhanin natin yung kalahati ng measurement. And then from point B, may measure tayo nung kalahati ng distance AB, assuming ito na yung point na yun. All we have to do is to mark again this point by using marking pins. And then the next thing to do is to measure the distance between point C, capital letter C, and capital letter A. We can have now the measurement of line segment AC from this point. Ito, no? Dito tayo magsusukat. From here hanggang dito. So magkakaroon tayo ng distance AC. Then afterward, we're going to measure also the distance BC. So pag na-determine na natin ang distance BC gamit ang steel tape, madali na lang matukoy kung ano yung measurement ng distance AB. Okay? So that can be done by using Pythagorean theorem. So para mas maging klaro ang diskusyon kung paano ba i-offset o paano ba i-apply ang swing offset method, ito yung mga kakailanganin nating materyales sa ating experiment. At saka yung mga aparatus. First, we have to use marking pins, a nylon cord, steel tape. I think in this situation, since 5 lang naman yung mga points natin, kailangan lang natin ng 5 marking pins. Nylon cord, pwede na yung sinulid or yung netting na sinasabi sa Kapampangan. And then we have to use a steel tape. So of course, calculator. And of course, bond paper kung saan tayo makakalculate. And then ano yung kailangan nating mga i-recall na konsepto? Una, kailangan nating i-recall ang right triangle concept. Ano ba yung nalalaman na natin regarding about triangles? Specifically with the right triangle. And of course, we have to recall also the formula for the Pythagorean theorem since i-apply natin sa ating tinatawag na swing offset method that we use in determining the distance between 2 points when there is an obstruction. And to make it very clear, for the application of a swing offset method, assuming we have this obstruction again, and we need to determine the distance between 2 points, A and B. So kailangan nating malaman kung gaano ba kaaba yung distansyang yan na mayroong obstruction. All we have to do is to plot the third point na medyo lamang ng konti sa distansya, lampas dito. Yan, medyo lampas na siya ng konti. And then we connect these two lines. And these two points also. We connect these 2 points and another 2 points. All we have to do is to rotate this line, yung tansi natin. I think dito siya is mag-stop. If we're going to rotate it in a clockwise direction, yung lubid natin o kaya yung tali o yung nylon cord, we just stretch it and rotate it. Kung dito magtutugma yung dalawang line, habang niro-rotate natin yung unang line, so let's plot it. So kunwari dito tumugma yung unang line natin, dito siya nag-intersect sa point na yan. And then coming up next, lagyan muna natin ng pangalan ng bawat point. This point, let's call it as point A. That is point B. And this is point C. And that will be point D. The next thing to do is to measure the line segment CD. So after na natin na-measure ang line segment CD, divide the measurement of segment CD by 2. And then locate the midpoint. So locate natin ang midpoint. Ibig sabihin from this point hanggang dito, magsusukat tayo ng kalahati ng line segment CD. Kung ano man yung measurement na nakuha natin. Let's say for example, ang nakuha nating measurement ng line CD is 5 meters. So ibig sabihin from this point hanggang sa gitna, magsusukat tayo ng 2.5 meters. And that's only assuming. Now, ito na yung point natin. Lagyan natin ang pangalan na point E as the label of the point. And then we have to measure the line AE. Kung magsusukat na rin lang tayo, magsimula na tayo ng point A hanggang point E. So ano ba yung distance between point A and E? So what is the measurement of line segment AE? So yan ang kailangan nating sukatin. The next thing to do, connect natin yung point E sa point B. And then saka din natin susukatin. Pag nalaman na natin ang measurement ng line segment BE at ng line segment AE, kung saan ang dalawang line are perpendicular naman to each other, what I mean is ang line AE is perpendicular to line BE. Dahil perpendicular ang dalawang yan, ibig sabihin may sukat tayo na angle na 90 degrees between the lines BE and AE. So all we have to do then is to apply Pythagorean theorem. By using this formula, we can actually easily obtain the measurement of line segment AB. Application of Pythagorean theorem. And actually, you can do it in actual. Kahit kung wala ka man lang ng steel tape, kahit na meron ka lang ng metro or medida, maaari mong i-apply ang swing offset method para mas lubusan natin itong matutunan. Hanggang sa muli, thank you very much and God bless us all.